Hi, Trask.
Hey Shane. Hey Marina.
Hi.
Hi, Marina.
How are folks doing today?
Not too bad. Sorry, I'm got not on camera today.
No worries. Hi. Does anyone have any supply chain news to get us going as people join?
Let me look around. I thought I had something, but now I don't
Okay.
remember what it was. Uh,
You have quite the collection of animal strains. That how many do you have there?
Just the two, a cat and a dog. They don't like each other, so now Myla is picking on the cat.
It's cute. I'll give Evan like one more second and then we'll jump forward.
um, yeah, I'm not finding it right away.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. I didn't have time to prep for that today. So cool. I kind of figured the main thing for today was a quick check-in about the recipe card and then see if there's anything else folks wanted to cover. So, um, I don't think there are any new comments on it. I think we're at this point we're kind of waiting for review, right? Is that accurate? Does anyone else have concerns?
I don't have concerns. If I had a, suddenly a spare day and spare motivation, I might go through and try to recipe it up, a little bit in the writing to hit the recipe beats consistently throughout the post, but I
Mhm.
think it's fine as is, and I don't have that time. So
Yeah, yeah, I feel similarly. I think the content is good. Um, and I think we start strong with like the checklist and the analogy and stuff, and then we just kind of get into some of the details.
and then it just becomes info dump. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Which is like that's fine.
yeah, I think it can still be useful in that form. So yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
Um,
very, very long flight this week, and I'll have time to recipe it up. But it's probably gonna stay off, like in an offline shape until I reconnect again by next Monday, probably. I'll
Okay.
try to put it back online by next Monday.
okay, great. Yeah, and KubeCon's next week, so maybe what we can do is
Oh
just
yeah.
we can give you till the week after, right? So,
Are
and
we
then that's
having a meeting next Monday? Probably not. No, right?
probably I probably won't be
Mm.
available, but if other folks want to, I won't stop you. But um
I'm not there. You guys enjoy.
thank you. Yeah.
I'm good skipping.
Yeah, we can use the time to do that. And then yeah, then maybe we convene with on the new version that next Monday. So that sounds great. Um So we have this time if we want to talk through anything related to that, but I don't want to waste people's time if there's nothing more to say. So
I guess I just have one question, which is, do we know what we want our second recipe card to be?
oh, that's a great question. We had a list a while ago. If you scroll down in the notes doc to the January 26th, it looks like we had a long list.
I think it was in the Slack channel as well at some point.
Yeah. So security advisories, like handling security advisories as a project, I know that's something we get asked about a lot. Is a little bit bigger of a topic, but it could be a fun second one.
Yeah.
That would maybe be my vote, but open to other ideas.
And I think one of the advantages of the recipe card sort of thing is that we can come in opinionated and we don't have to say, you know, these are all the ways to get it right. Just here's one way,
Yeah.
that's worked for some projects.
Yeah, exactly. We can say, have an email list exactly like this. And it's not that every project needs an email list, but we can yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's an email list, maybe it's, use the
Up.
private vulnerability reporting, but
Yeah.
we can just say like, here's one way to succeed.
Yeah, and I am a huge fan of the GitHub vulnerability reporting stuff. I think they've done a good job making it less hard than it could be. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, we did the email list for Knative before the private vulnerability reporting existed, and the private vulnerability reporting is just less of a pain.
Yeah. And it's actually encrypted communication, which is nice. But
and you can read people in to it without having to like repeat the whole conversation. Which was always a fun thing historically when I dealt with these sorts of things, was like there's a big thing going on and then all of a sudden you're needed and it's like you get a tap on the shoulder and then it's like, okay, so we've got some things to tell you and this all goes under, the cone of silence until this is resolved. And then you get told the stuff you need to know, but like every time you add someone, you got to go through the whole background with them again.
yeah, that's kind of a waste of time during something where you're trying to work fast. So
yeah.
Cool. So I'll write that down in the notes, and we don't have to be stuck with that, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. And if other people have other ideas, feel free to throw them in here or in Slack and we can debate. Cool. I'm going to start ideating on that and maybe start it in a couple weeks. So
Cool. I think another good thing to start with there is, okay, like, why do we do this? And what are the things that a vulnerability program management needs?
Yeah, I think there's like a before and a during and maybe an after. Like the before is like,
I guess I was thinking more like the theory of why do we do this?
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
And so like one part is you need to be able to like have a place to have vulnerabilities reported. Another piece is you need a way for your users to find out that a vulnerability, existed and has been fixed, or, they have to take action to do something.
Yeah.
And so all the reporting in the world doesn't help if you don't have a way to get that information back out to your users. Yeah. And so you need to think about structuring that as well for your project. And it occurs to me that in turn can give you a nice adopters list, insight.
Yeah. I actually did this with a project I maintained once. So we had like a list of people we would email before we made it public. And it is a great way to select like important adopters. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And look, you can get your name added to that list, but you have to tell us that you're using it.
Yeah, exactly. You have to talk to us sometimes. So
And tell us enough about how you're using it that we're convinced that you're important and not just, a random threat actor looking for early access to vulnerabilities.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Not that I'm paranoid, but
Okay. No, I'm really happy to spend more time, but I just don't want to sit here if we don't have anything else. So I just wanted to make sure we checked in about the doc and everything. So awesome.
And you probably want to send a cancellation note for next week.
Oh yeah, I'll put that in Slack right now. Make sure people know and make sure the meeting's not up. So yeah. Cool. Thanks all.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Right?